more important because it's something that will last you for your whole life. I've talked about this in some of my perfect pitch videos, even though I've actually don't know anyone this has happened to, but there's many studies that suggest that people begin to lose their perfect pitch around age 50 by a half step, and then by age 60 it's gone completely. There's many stories that you can find on YouTube about people that this has happened to. There's a couple really interesting lectures on it. But for Dylan, for him to be able to recognize sonorities as major and minor and transpose things like that, he needs to have relative pitch. It's just as important for him to have relative pitch as it is to have perfect pitch. As a matter of fact, when I do really complex chords for him, in one of the videos I did with Dylan, I played that chord and then I played that chord. So the first chord was a F Lydian in inversion over D flat sus4, and the second one was D sus2 over E flat major. Now, the reason he's able to do it so quickly is that when I play the first chord, he hears that and he recognizes that there's an F Lydian chord here in inversion, second inversion, and he recognizes the D flat sus4 chord there. So by the time I get up here, he's already analyzed that, and I play that, and he hears the two separate chords there, and he's recognizing them as units. He's not hearing necessarily the notes individually until he goes to break them apart. But he can recognize that that is an inversion of F Lydian because he knows that shape in his mind. So he's actually using relative pitch and perfect pitch at the same time. That is one of the benefits of having perfect pitch and relative pitch, is that if you just have perfect pitch and you can only isolate the notes and you can't put them into context, like what type of sonority is it? Is it a suspended chord? Is it a Lydian chord? Is it a major chord, a minor chord, diminished, augmented? The ability to hear it as a unit and not as just a collection of individual notes is really kind of the essence of relative pitch. The real goal is to develop your relative pitch so that it is so fast it's indistinguishable from perfect pitch. Okay, so you should be able to recognize intervals so quickly that you can just jump from one note to the next and know exactly where you are. That is kind of the ultimate goal and the essence of having perfect relative pitch, if you want to call it that. I know plenty